Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo March 8, 2025. The moon spends the day in your sector of the mind, curiosity, and communication, and you tend to seek information or company. It's a fine time to connect, but there is a serious tone to the day, especially as it advances, that keeps you grounded or reminded of your responsibilities. Someone might seek your advice, and you enjoy sharing your expertise, or you may be taking the lead and solving problems. Your attention turns to long-standing, lingering issues, and you may be revisiting recent decisions, perhaps from a new angle. You've needed to commit to taking more time for yourself recently, and while it's important and useful, today's moon wants you to reach out. Ideally, you can arrive at a balance. Get ready to start to feel supercharged. This is because planetary power has become infused within you. Mental Mercury, the planet of the mind and communication, has ventured into your zodiac sign, your solar house of identity. You'll have the winning words and thoughts to seduce or persuade anyone that you meet. Be bold. Be electric. Be courageous. Be proud. This will work wonders in your personal and romantic life as you care full. Why articulate and synthesize your ideas in ways that easily allow others to become enchanted by you? If single, you can weave a fantasy in anyone's mind. Is there something you want to know? You might have a burning question worth exploring during the first quarter moon in Gemini. It has been a whirlwind of a work week. So much has come to light that has given you food for thought. You may have discovered something that could change the way you process a responsibility. You might have questions about co-workers or work situations that require answers. Regardless of what has piqued your curiosity, it is always worth following up on your questions to see what else you can find. With today's planetary alignment, you may be inspired to break down outdated habits and stagnant patterns in order to move into the future with big, bold steps. You may be motivated to break down traditions deemed too difficult to take on. Have you ever felt like making radical changes in your health practices? A vegetarian diet? An earlier hour of waking up in the morning? Now would be a good time to try something big, but start gradually. If you have often felt like the black sheep in your family, you're not alone. Many feel this way. Your individualism and unique way of approaching life can set you apart from the mainstream. This is something to celebrate. Even if this day brings an emphasis to this position, recognize that you contribute to the family unit by being unique and different. As resistant as family members may be to it all, they do learn and gain from this. Be proud of who you are. As the sun moves into his final 2 weeks in your sector of subconscious thinking, imagination and review, you are now just 14 days away from his return to Aries and the start of your birthday month and new solar. Already, you not only have Venus and Mercury in Aries, with heart and mind on the same page as they scout out the road ahead, but Venus is already in retrograde motion and on her way back to report on what she has found. With Mercury turning direct next week, but with both still in Aries when the sun returns, this gives you a chance to explore new options while looking back as you bring this current solar home. While the moon's return to your communication sector today is an ordinary monthly event and something that every 4 weeks will make it easier to get and keep the communication lines open, it is to find that the communication support has increased dramatically. Not only is Jupiter back in direct motion here, but with Mercury, the planet of communication, in his early days in Aries as backup. Our eyes in the sky. The energy of the day brings a defining moment, a time when you may find yourself standing at a crossroads, wondering whether to stay on your current path or take a bold step in a new direction. The second quarter moon in Gemini stirs up a whirlwind of thoughts and possibilities, making it both exciting and overwhelming to decide on your next move. With so many options before you, the temptation to choose the path of least resistance may be strong. Perhaps you feel drawn to walk away from a situation that has become challenging, whether it's a relationship, a job, or a personal commitment. Maybe you've been avoiding a difficult conversation or postponing a decision that weighs on your mind. It's natural to seek an escape when faced with uncertainty, but today's energy encourages you to meet challenges head-on with honesty and confidence. Think back to a time when you hesitated, unsure of how to proceed, only to realize later that confronting the situation directly would have saved you unnecessary stress. The lessons of the past serve as valuable reminders that growth often lies in facing our fears rather than avoiding them. This is one of those moments where embracing clarity and open communication will not only strengthen your sense of self but also lead to meaningful resolutions. What are you holding back from saying? What decisions have you been delaying? Consider this an opportunity to step forward with courage and trust that taking action will bring relief and empowerment. The social energy of the day is also heightened, making this an excellent time to connect with others, seek inspiration, and embrace the company of those who uplift you. You may find yourself feeling more sociable, drawn to conversations that spark curiosity and bring new ideas to light. Perhaps you'll meet someone who shifts your perspective in a way you hadn't anticipated, or maybe a simple conversation with a friend will remind you of something important about yourself. If you've been meaning to reach out to someone, now is the perfect time to do so. Human connection is a powerful force, and the people in your life may hold the wisdom, support, or encouragement you need at this moment. Your ambition and drive are in full force, pushing you to pursue your goals with renewed energy. However, with this surge of motivation comes the reminder to find balance. It's easy to get caught up in the chase for success, but true progress is not measured by speed alone, it's about sustainability. Have you ever been so focused on reaching a goal that you forgot to enjoy the journey? This is a reminder to pace yourself, appreciate each step, and recognize that success isn't just about the destination, it's about the experiences, the lessons, and the people you meet along the way. Take time to celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and acknowledge the effort you're putting in. Beyond personal growth, this is also a time to strengthen the relationships that matter most. Reconnecting with loved ones, sharing laughter, and creating meaningful memories will bring warmth and fulfillment. If you've been caught up in responsibilities and haven't had a chance to truly be present with those who support you, make space for those connections now. Sometimes, the most rejuvenating thing you can do is spend time with people who remind you of who you are beyond your ambitions and obligations. Have you ever noticed how a single conversation with someone you trust can ease your mind and bring a sense of peace? Let today be a reminder that relationships are just as important as achievements, and nurturing them will bring lasting happiness. As doubts fade and clarity emerges, this is your moment to step fully into your power. The road ahead is filled with possibilities, and now is the time to embrace new beginnings with confidence. Trust that progress is unfolding naturally, and allow yourself to be guided by intuition and purpose. Channel your energy into projects, relationships, and experiences that bring you joy and fulfillment, but be mindful not to overextend yourself. Enthusiasm is a beautiful force, but spreading yourself too thin can lead to exhaustion. Finding the right balance between action and rest will ensure that you continue moving forward with strength and resilience. The energy of today invites you to step into self-discovery, embrace meaningful interactions, and take decisive action with a sense of trust in the process. Everything is unfolding as it should, and you are exactly where you need to be. What steps can you take today to align more closely with your dreams? What conversations or experiences are waiting to unfold that could bring new clarity or inspiration? Keep your heart open, your mind focused, and your spirit willing to embrace the unknown. The universe is working with you. Trust it, embrace the journey, and move forward with confidence and purpose.